So Josh, what does this ceremony mean to you? What's it felt like to be here today?
Well, it's really about recognising all the hard work that's gone into becoming chartered. It's really a kind of gratification of all of the efforts that have gone into gaining the experiences necessary to claim that I can be a competent engineer. So today is really about rounding that off and making me feel good about the efforts that I've put in.
So talk me through your professional review. How did you prepare?
The preparation for the professional review, you kind of think about it in two portions. You've got the final straight, the final hurdles, where you're actually thinking about making sure that you've ticked all of the boxes that are necessary, make sure you've got a well-rounded understanding. But really the preparation is just pushing yourself to get growing responsibility in your job. So most of my learning that helped me throughout my review is really just about pushing myself forward in my job and making sure I'm taking on responsibility wherever it's available.
So tell me a little bit about your experience on the day of the professional review, what it was like walking through the front door and that whole day of the interview process.
Incredibly nerve-wracking because not so much because of feeling unprepared, because I prepared very thoroughly, but it's just about it's difficult to bring all of the experience that you've gained over the last few years together in such a short, concise period. So there was a lot of nerves and a lot of being worried that I might just be caught out and not do myself justice. But in the end, it went okay.
Looking back, is there anything that you would have done differently to prepare for the review?
I think the preparations went fairly well. I think if I was to do anything differently, it would just be a case of taking on that extra responsibility at work even earlier, just pushing yourself forward even more. One thing the review really gives you is confidence. When you bring it all together and you see for the first time what it is you do actually know and what you've actually done, then you have the confidence to say in retrospect, well, I could have even done that earlier.
Now, presumably you weren't alone in doing the professional review. What kind of support do you get from the institution?
From the institution, well, there's obviously plenty of lectures and talks, lots of training that's available. You also have your development officer who's there to guide you through the actual process of what you need to submit and what you need to make sure you have completed. For me, I was very lucky in that I actually had a kind of special help where I was actually an apprentice to one of the previous presidents of the ICE, Paul Jowett. So for me, that was one of the largest helps in having a year of consistently being exposed to the ICE and really understanding what was required of me.
What will having those initials after your name, what will that mean to you for your job and your career?
Oh, well, to me, at this stage, it's about proving that I'm a competent engineer. It's about being an engineer in the workplace, able to talk equally amongst your peers and able to have weight behind your decisions and your arguments in your job. And moving forward, it's about, I think as the presentation earlier said, it's about being more than just academically qualified. It's about more than just proving that you know about engineering, but it's about proving that you're an engineer, that you can make decisions that are financial and commercial. It's about understanding or proving that I'm a well-rounded and competent engineer. So it means a lot to me, and I think it means a lot to the people that I work with.
Great. So finally, Josh, all that studying, all the project work that you did, all the on-the-job experience, was it worth it?
Yeah, absolutely. All of the learning, all of the experience that I've gained has been fantastic. I've had opportunities to work on a range of projects in this country, overseas, all of which great. But the main thing really is about confidence. I think the chartership for me has really brought together all of that knowledge and made me feel confident that I'm a competent engineer and that I'll continue to be so.